Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Wirid Mir'atul Mukminin. I am a student majoring in mechanical engineering at Polinema. Okay, now I will present about car spark plug. Spark plug function in the ignition system. In the ignition system, the spark plug function to spark the spark needed to ignition the compressed air and fuel mixture, so that a stroke occurs. Spark plugs are a very vital component in the ignition system. Usually, spark plugs are replaced periodically, approximately every 20,000 kilometers. Every car is tuned up. The spark plugs are usually also checked and cleaned. This is to keep the role of the spark plug in the ignition system at its maximum. Tips of car spark plug. The first, standard spark plug. Spark plugs are widely used in cars that are used for daily activities. Tips of spark plugs then to be more durably in use because it has a longer service life and is able to make the engine more stable. In the second, spark plug platinum. Platinum spark plugs are also known as racing iron because they are designed to be sharper than standard spark plugs. Platinum spark plugs are very responsive to use at lower RPM. However, its service life is slightly shorter than standard spark plugs. Usually, platinum spark plugs can be 3 until 4 years old for everyday vehicle use. And the third, iridium spark plug. Iridium spark plugs are intended for cars that often use high RPM. Spark plugs of this type include racing and cold type spark plug because capable of producing a very aggressive engine acceleration, and towing the vehicle becomes notable long. And then spark plug parts and their function. The first, connection. These terminals are designed with SAE connection tips or 4mm thread. The ignition wire or coil wire is connected to this connector. When a high voltage is formed, the voltage must be able to flow the end of the spark plug. And the second, creepage current barriers. The waves created on the surface of the ceramic isolator, creepage current barriers, are useful for extending the surface distance between the terminal connection and the mass metal. This is prevent the occurrence of high voltage sparks. And the third, isolator. Its main function is as isolation, which prevent flashover or jumping high voltage to the mass or minus, and the end serves to help drain head in the cylinder head. And then middle electrode. The tip of this electrode, the current jumps to the earth electrode so that a spark jumps. The center electrode has a copper core to increase the ability to dissipate when the spark plug operates in drastic temperature change. And then interference suppression. Interference suppression is made to ensure electromagnetic compatible or EMG. This serves to reduce radio frequency interference and close the center of electronic so as to avoid current leakage. Glass is used in the center of the spark plug electrode to avoid air leakage and binds the center axis to the center electrode. And then metal case. The casing serves to support the ceramic isolator and a mount or holder to install spark plug on the engine. The spark plug casing or container has an important role in helping the spark plug at propagation process. And then shell ring. Shell ring prevent leakage of combustion gases as at very high pressure during compression and combustion stroke in the combustion chamber. In addition, the shell ring helps to spread the spark plug head to the cylinder head. And then inner shells. The inner shell serves to lock the connection between the isolator and the casing or metal case. And then earth electrode. The mass electrode are made with different grooves. Some are made with U grooves or V grooves and the other special grooves. This aim to facilitate the jump of spark so as to increase the ability of ignition or combustion of the air and fuel mixture in the combustion chamber. Spark plug damage and how to overcome. For example, black spot on the spark plug. The reason is that included combustion usually leaves soot or dark black on the electrodes and the tip of the spark plug insulator. On the condition of the car, black car smoke, wasteful of gasoline, and sometimes it's hard to start the engine when it's cold. In the solution, replace spark plug and find out the cause of included combustion by checking the setting or injection, fuel mixture, cook mechanism, and air filter. Maybe it's all from me. There is more or less. I'm sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.